maybe I'll continue admitting people, but maybe we can just quickly start so that we have enough time. So, welcome everyone to this webinar hosted by the Open Mentoring Group. We are part of the Happy to Help platform. Some of you might know we are a non-profit platform, and the general aim is to get people together and disseminate content, obviously free of cost, and trying to see if we can help folks out. Our speaker today is Abhishek Jain. Abhishek is working in Omeo in Berlin. He has, I believe, over 15 odd years of development experience. He's a top contributor at Quora, and also, I think, quite popular at Stack Overflow, if I'm not mistaken. And the topic we have today is LinkedIn growth hacking. I would think it is going to be a fun session. Abhishek has picked up some examples, I am told. So we'll have a good time. Over to you, Abhishek, to start. Abhishek, you're on mute. Abhishek, you're on mute.
Oh, sorry. Thanks, Atul, for this nice introduction. So let's start. So our topic today is about LinkedIn growth hacking and what it is, how we can utilize this to the second part, cracking your dream job. So how it can help you in achieving this. So let's dive deeper into what we are gonna talk about in this session. So first of all, what is growth hacking? We are going to talk about this, what it does, how it can help you, and then we will talk about what is the search rating for LinkedIn, because that's the you can say most important metrics. Then we can talk about how you will get this dream job, because that's what the result that we wanted, and how we can improve the LinkedIn network, because that is also a great part which will help you in getting this job. So first of all, who am I? So Atul gave some introduction, so I will not brag about a lot. But still, it's here. If you are interested in, you can read through it. We will not spend so much time on it. But the major part is the last one, which gives me the right to talk about this. Okay, so it's basically that I have been interviewed by these companies. So they are known as FANG companies. So it basically consists of Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google. I've added Spotify here as well. So it's so how you can achieve like how you can get interviewed by them, right? This is so we are going to talk about this. So let's first talk about what we are not going to include in this session. So it's how to clear interviews. We are not going to talk about that because that's a topic for some other session or something like that, or how not to clear interviews. That is again another session that we can talk about. So in that, I can probably share my interview experience as well, which is also like interview process is also in we can discuss in another session. So this is all about how you can be approached by recruiters of these companies, so that just by using LinkedIn, like so that you don't have to apply to them, right? So the most difficult part in joining companies like Google, Facebook, Amazon is that they like getting past the automated wall that they have for recruitment. So basically, when you apply to their jobs, you are one of the millions who are applying to the same job. So you don't get past to that. They have some automated system which selects your resume, and most of the time you get rejected because it's sorting through let's say millions of resumes at a time. So that's not very very what do you say beneficial process for you as a candidate. So the best part, the best way to get interviewed by them is when they approach you. So this is what we are going to talk about, like how you can get approached by them. Okay, so I'll give you some examples of the emails that I have received. So this is an example of Amazon and Google that I have received. This was just like 2 weeks ago from Amazon. Then this was from Google. So this is like the examples of email that they send to you. Couple more from Amazon. Amazon must love me. So this is just an example. So how you can achieve this? So let's talk about something that we are constantly mentioning. So it's growth hacking. So before that, let me also tell you how we gonna do this session. So I want this session to be interactive. Okay, I don't want it to be a boring session. So in which just me talking and you listening. So let's make it more interactive. So how we're gonna do is I will probably ask few questions. I will ask you to share your input or whether you have questions or anything like that. So I have this. So there is this chat option in the same meeting that you are attending from Google Meet. So whenever there is a like you want to answer my question or you want to ask any question, put your question or whatever you want to say in the chat window. So why we are doing this, so that you don't talk between the presentation and I don't get interrupted, and we can save some time. Okay. So I'm going to ask you a few questions. If you want to answer, you can do that, and I will definitely suggest that if you want to get benefited by this session, just keep your LinkedIn profile open in next tab or something like that, so that you can basically compare. So I will give you a lot of examples on how to better improve your profile, and there you can just compare if you have your LinkedIn profile open. Okay, so just do it now, like while I'm talking. So let's move on to the topic, growth hacking. So before that, we need to learn about what are the growth metrics at LinkedIn. So growth metrics. So this is just me deciding on the metrics. I mean, this is not an official metrics or anything like that. It's just that what I consider as the growth metrics. Okay, so you may find out more growth metrics, and these are just the basic ones. So let's talk about that. So first of all, it's whenever you post something, how many post views and how many interactions that you receive on that. So this is a really good growth metrics. It shows your reachability to your audience. So this is definitely a growth metrics. Next growth metrics is how many profile views you get. So LinkedIn gives you like a number for like how many visitors you had in last 90 days. So this is a really good growth metrics. But even more important is the search appearance. So whenever somebody searches about something else, how many times that you are shown there, and for what keywords? We're going to talk about that. So yeah, and connection request. How many connection requests do you receive, and how many emails from recruiters you receive? Emails from recruiters, that is more important part. Like not other emails from like sales representatives or something like that, but emails from recruiters. Okay, so okay, let's have an exercise. Okay, I suppose that you have your LinkedIn profile open now. So just in the chat window, post these numbers. What do you see when you open your LinkedIn profile and you see this your dashboard thing? Just below your about section, it has three numbers. First is who viewed your profile. Second is your post views for last few posts, and the search appearance. All is for like last 90 days or something. So post your numbers. Let's see how we, and also mention like whether it's a profile view or post view or search appearance. So Anyone? Okay. I got from Atul. uh, Anyone else? My plan is to just give you an idea about what like how we can measure these numbers in a better way. Oh, that's good. Okay. Okay, let's move on. So let me show you my numbers. And just to tell you, I have not done anything which is like very, you can say, I have not promoted myself. I have not done anything special, right? So just let me show what are my numbers. And then you can compare to these numbers. And this is specifically when I have turned off the like open for jobs thing. So you can see like the numbers are vastly different than what you see in the chat window. So this is definitely like a way to find out whether you are doing growth hacking or not. Okay, so let's dive deeper into this. So most important part is this search appearances. Although my numbers are very low right now, but still let me show you how much better they are by diving deeper into that. So this is where my searches work. Okay, now I can see why I have been approached by Amazon again and again. So because they are whatever they are searching for, they are finding me. They are finding me in their search results. And the next one is even more important, that most of the searchers are recruiters, which is definitely helpful because they are the ones who are going to offer me a job. They are the ones who are going to send me the emails, right? So this is definitely important. But what are they searching for? And are they whatever they are searching for, am I that person? So let's check for the keywords. You can compare it with your own what keywords that you want to be searched for. So these are the keywords that I definitely want to be searched for. Like I am applying for a jobs in software engineering, definitely not chief technology officer, but still, it's like these are the keywords that I have been targeting, right? So that means it's working. That means that most of my searchers are recruiters, worked for the companies that I want to work for, and they are searching for keywords that I want to be searched for. So that means it's working, right? So let's try to so my plan here is to just tell you how you can achieve this as well, like even better than me. Like I'm not saying that I'm doing everything perfectly, but probably you can just get a guidance on how to do it in a better way. And you can also find like your perfect growth metric. And then probably you can also receive emails from your own dream job. So let's talk about the growth hacking, how you can do that. So I have divided it into two parts. One is so I've divided it into two parts, and I call it passive and active growth hacking. So what they are? So passive growth hacking is basically the things that you just have to do once, right? So it involves improving your LinkedIn profile. This is a very important part. It's a major part in your in improving your growth metrics. So let's talk about that. So I'm just basically explaining here how you can improve your LinkedIn profile and what you should include in every section. Okay, it may sound to you like it's common sense, it's very basic, but as the old saying goes, that common sense is uncommon in common people. So I've just included it, and you can just compare it with your own LinkedIn profile if you have it open. So let's move on. So first section is the profile header. Okay, so it involves all these things. So the profile header that you see, I will show you examples. So it involves your profile pic, right? So profile pic is definitely include this. So it shows authenticity, like it tells your viewer that you are the person that you pretend to be. Like you want, it's not just some bot or fake account or something like that. So it's definitely required, and it has to be a professional profile pic, because we are here for like finding a job, not our next Tinder match, right? So it has to be professional. And the next thing is cover image. So I have seen people to not utilize that space, or utilize it in a very unoptimized way. And we can see like how you can use this. So cover image, in my view, is something like which you can utilize to show your strengths. Okay, so it is very important, like more important even than your profile pic. Then your name, definitely include your real name. Do not put anything other than your real name. You can put your salutation, like if you have add doctor or something like that, but do not put Mr. or D or anything like that, or do not include anything other than your real name. Like do not include like whether you are MBA. I've seen people include MBA in their real name, but that doesn't sound good, right? I mean, if they want to know that you have done MBA or not, they can see it in your profile. Okay, so don't include it here. Then the title. Okay, so title is very important, and I have found that the text that you put here in your title, it's basically it helps in the keywords that you want to be searched for. Like we have talked about search appearances and the keywords that we wanted to be searched for. If you include a proper title, it will correspond to that search appearances. So that is definitely helpful here. What I mean by pipes, so it's basically to separate. So there is a pipe character in your keyboard, so that you can utilize to show your strength. Like what are you good at? In search in title, normally people put something like I'm a software engineer at something. Like I have, if I say I would put like senior software engineer at Omeo, but is that enough? I can say that you can put more there, because it has something like 50 character limit. So if it has 50 character limit, I would say like utilize every single character. So what you can do with that, I will also show you what I mean by pipes. Then location. So location, first of all, just check what your location are. So because in a few months ago or something like that, there was some bug in LinkedIn. Wherever you put any location in India, it will convert it into a Kalyan area, India. So just don't do that. I still see a lot of post views and profile views from people who have put their location in Kalyan area, which doesn't tell me what area do you belong to. Like you are in Bangalore or Mumbai or Delhi or which area. So this is definitely not helpful. So first of all, change it. And what location should you put? So I would say that you should put the location where you want the job. Okay, why I do that? Why I am saying that? Because this location, this specific field, helps you. So let's take an example. If a recruiter is searching for a, let's say, software engineer at a location, let's say Berlin, so they will put a filter and they will search for only for Berlin location. But if you want to get a job in Berlin, uh, and you have put your location as Bangalore or Amsterdam or anything other than like your current location, they will not find you. So you will not get the reach that you want to get. So although that's probably controversial or something like that, you should definitely put the location that you are currently in. But I would say that if you are actively looking, and you can change the location at an instant or something like that, like you can You can just put a notice period and you can change your job. Definitely go for it. Okay, because it helps in searching. It helps in the it helps in finding the right like search appearance. Like you want to be searched for that particular location. So yeah, then company, obviously put your current company there. University, it depends whether you want to show it in your profile header or not. So it means like if you see, whenever you see someone's profile, it also shows you highlight, and it also shows you whether they worked for the same company as you have worked for, and they have studied the same university as you. They have been in a same group on LinkedIn as you. So it helps in highlights. Other than that, if you have been let's say if you have studied in a really good university or top university of the world, probably put it in the highlights. It will help you in getting connected through your alumni. So definitely do that. Then connections. So the number of connections is really important. It helps in reaching to more people. I would say go for quality over quantity, but in the profile header you can just see quantity, and I would say that quantity has to show 500 plus. Okay, why I say that is basically, so the ideal connection size of your network, I think it's somewhere around 1,000. So you have to have 1,000 plus connections. If you are not having that, then that means there is something wrong with your profile. So that should be there. Even though I would say, like, don't add anyone, like don't add people who are not in your industry, people who are who post clickbait post or something like that. Don't include all of those people, but try for reaching quality, and try to increase quantity slowly. I mean, try to target at least 1,000 connections. So let's take some examples. Okay. So first example is from my friend Navjeet Singh. Let's look at the profile header he has. So he is a designer. Okay. So definitely the cover picture is used in very efficient manner. Although I would say that he has left the left part blank, which I would I'm not sure. I'm not a designer, but probably it could have been utilized. But still, the cover picture is definitely amazing. He has designed it himself, and that shows what he is. So he is a digital product designer. So definitely, it shows a clear message that this person is a professional. Okay. Next, he used his full name. That is good. He used pipes in title. So if you can see, let me try to show this via pointer. So if you can see, he is a senior user experience designer, and then there is a pipe, and he shows that what other companies he has worked for, which is really good. Like putting your companies like HSBC. HSBC is a real like very big brand. Fab is also a big brand. So putting your old companies as X shows that okay, you have worked for HSBC, which shows that okay, it puts some weight in your profile. So definitely put it here. And if you are actively looking for opportunity, definitely put it here. Like don't put it in your name. It's definitely unprofessional. Only put your original name in your name field. That is for that is you should take care of. Oh, sorry. Then the location, he puts Chandigarh, so that means his recruiter has to search for Chandigarh, which is not a really good thing. If he wants to get job in, let's say, Bangalore, the recruiters who are searching for candidates in Bangalore will not be able to get his profile. So that's problematic. Okay, let's move on to next profile, which is Om's profile. The first thing that I have noticed is that his profile, his cover picture is not really useful. Like it doesn't show what Om Singh can do. So that is definitely a wastage of space. Sorry to say that, Aum, but that is definitely a wastage of space. You could have put something along the lines of what the work you do. Okay, so that is about the cover picture. Then the profile pic, I can say that it's kind of semi-professional. It's up to you to decide. It's always subjective. Name is good. He has used pipes in a really efficient manner. Like he has showed a lot of details about him. So it's a very efficient use. He is a technical architect, ex-entrepreneur, and see those pipes. It looks good. It looks good to eye. It looks good to your eye. So it's definitely useful. Location is Mumbai, where he's living right now, and yeah, so that's definitely good. Next profile is another friend of mine, Prakhar, who cannot join this webinar, but as you can see, it's like there are multiple problems in this profile header. So first of all, the cover pic is missing. There is nothing here. So it's definitely a wastage of space. So it's the first thing that he should do. Put a put a cover picture, and put something there. Like, don't waste the space. The profile picture is also not very professional. I mean, it's again subjective, but it's not very useful to put a selfie. Selfies are definitely not a good profile picture. So probably on your Facebook or Instagram account, or on your Tinder account, but definitely not on LinkedIn. Uh, Name is good. Again, it's a wastage of space on title. He could have put like the technologies that he worked on. Like he is really good at JavaScript. I know that because I've worked with him. So he could put JavaScript, React, Node.js, or something like that here, or probably put the older companies that he has worked for, like X, like what Jeet has put, XHSBC or something like that. So that's definitely a problem. The next problem is 460 connections. It has to show 500 plus, right? Why I'm saying that? Because it shows that you are good at connecting people, right? So that's definitely a problem. As I said, you should target for at least 1,000 plus connections, and 1,000 plus good connections. Okay, like quality connections that you want to have their post in your feed. So you should definitely target for that. Okay, let's talk about next. This is my profile, so I won't brag about everything. So I can see a lot of things to improve here as well. So first of all, the cover picture. I have put the technologies that I work on. I have utilized the space, although it doesn't look very good, but it serves the purpose. Probably I should have better design for that. My profile picture, although kind of again semi-professional, but I mean, I have received reviews that I should probably smile more in my profile picture, because it shows that I'm kind of like very angry in my profile picture. But it's okay. I mean, I don't want to be like, let's say, if I put smile in my picture, it shows that I'm very welcoming, right? But sometimes it happens that it shows that you are not professional or something like that. So it's up to you what you want to show. Do you want to be more welcoming or not? It's just that I don't have better picture. So this is the thing that you can keep in mind. I've used pipe. I've put my I actually didn't put my ex company, but that doesn't matter. I mean, I could have put that, but I've utilized this space to show different things about my profile. So yeah, and we will probably, if we have some time, we will talk about this as well, LinkedIn Premium, whether you should have that, whether you should show that icon or not. So probably that we can talk about that in a later section. So this is all about the profile header. Next section is about and featured. So let's talk about that. So there are two, I've clubbed two features because they are kind of related. So about is basically some kind of description that you can put in your profile. Like it's kind of as I said, it's kind of open canvas, so you can put a lot of details about yourself, like what kind of professional are you. If you are working in let's say software industry, so what technologies do you work for, what sort of experience that you have. If you are actively looking for job opportunities, what kind of job opportunities are you looking for, what kind of companies you are searching for. Are you searching for enterprises, are you searching for startups, what is more important for you, is let's say team culture is more important to you, is working for big corporations with products which scales to millions of users are more important than you for you than like say money. So you can put anything there. So it's something like open canvas, but there are some things that you should definitely put. So links of your different profiles. So for example, if you are a designer, definitely put your dribble links. If you are a programmer, definitely put your Stack Overflow or GitHub links and keywords. So this is again another important section to target for keywords. So whenever you get searched for, let's say if you want to get searched for software engineer, so if you, or let's say if you are good at let's say Amazon Web Services and you have not put AWS in your about section, then it's you will not be searched for AWS whenever somebody is searching for AWS engineer or something like that. So that's definitely something you should consider. Although a better place is in your title, because title takes more priority over about. But still, I mean, title is limited. You cannot put everything. So about section is definitely important. But you should also consider that people who are gonna visit your profile, they should be able to know about you, right? So there are humans also who are gonna look at your profile. So I think I have not talked about this. So basically, you want to target two kind of people. People who want to give you a job. So something like recruiters, and people who are like you are already interviewing for a profile, and the interviewer is looking at your profile. So you should target both the people. So recruiters don't understand a lot about technologies, so you can keep that in mind. But the interviewer, they definitely know about those technologies. So probably you should keep that in mind. So, and this is not just for engineers. This is for designers. This is for product managers and any other kind of job. So you should definitely target for that. Featured section, you if you have some certificates, if you have something to brag about, right, you should definitely put it in your featured list. So let's say if you have done some course, although there is a better place, it's called certification, but if it's very important certificate, you can definitely put there. You can put your so definitely don't post selfies there. You can put let's say your team picture if you want, if like it was some sort of team outing or some sort of seminars you did or something like that, so you can put it there. But I would say that certificates are more important. Okay. And flex is basically whatever you can flex about or you can brag about. So you can put anything there. So if you are really good at you got something like 100 stars on your repo, post a screenshot of that. You can do that. If you receive like 1,000 plus reputation at Stack Overflow, definitely put it there. If your design like if you let's say worked on a product which made to production, like your design made to production, definitely post a screenshot of it, like I made this, something like this. So you can do that, but only target to few, let's say 5 featured pictures only, because otherwise they will be hidden and nobody's gonna look at them. Okay, let's take some examples here. So this is from Prakhar's profile. It's just one line. It's too short. It's definitely not good. There are no links. There is nothing. Just says that he's good with JavaScript, which is you can say underutilization of this space. So definitely don't do that. This is from Om's profile. So if you read through this, you will see that it's a lot of jargon and you are not able to understand what he wanted to say. So, and at last, there is a motivational quote here. Definitely don't put motivational quote. So, you can see, like, you can't understand what sort of technologies he has worked for. He is into technology. So, probably put more technologies, probably put more keywords there. Nobody's gonna search for digital transformation. So why put it in your profile? Probably someone who wants to read your profile. So definitely it sounds impressive. It looks impressive, but it doesn't help in your search rating. So try to put some links or something like that. So yeah, it's the example of about section, then featured. This is from Navjeet's profile, and that's definitely a good utilization of space. You should put your certificates in your featured list. So definitely, it looks really good. So it's a good utilization of this space. Definitely no selfies, no other kind of pictures, just certificates. So that's definitely good. Okay, so we are done with this section. We can talk about the next section, which is experience. Your work experience. What should you put there? So I have divided it into three kind of jobs that you can put. So there are your primary jobs. So primary jobs are something that you are getting paid for. So for example, software engineer at Omeo. So this is your job. So you can put that experience definitely. Everybody does that. Then there is shadow jobs. So what are shadow jobs? So shadow jobs, I mean, that's not an official term. It's just something that I made up. You can put it like virtual jobs or anything. So what they are. So it's basically if you have worked for, let's say, for a client at on-site and you have worked there for a year. So you can definitely put it there along with your original employment. So it's like you can put two jobs at the same time for the like same time period. Although you should definitely put in description what that was about, like why there are two jobs for same time period, because people are gonna look at that and they will ask you that question in interview. So definitely put it there. And something like subsidiary. So for example, I have worked for in my past job I have worked for Deutsche Bank, but I was not directly working for Deutsche Bank. I was working for their asset management branch, which is called DWS. So for DWS is so I put both the jobs, like DWS as well as Deutsche Bank, although I've explained it in my description. So you can definitely put it there. And then there is volunteer experience. So it's a question whether you should put it in your main experience or should you put it in volunteer experience. So the idea is if you are working for let's say working very actively for that, definitely put it in your experience. But if you are like once a month you do this, then it deserves an volunteer experience. So for example, I am taking this webinar for Happy to Help. So I am a volunteer, but I am not involved in day-to-day decision making. I mean, sometimes I am, but still I've put it in a volunteer experience. But for Om, he started this and he manages everything. So he should definitely put it in his main experience. Okay, so we talked about this, and now what should we put in the description? So we should put it our roles and responsibilities, like what we were supposed to do at our jobs. What sort of technologies that we worked for, what tools did we use. So for even it's not just for engineers. if you are a designer or product manager, you can put something like, I've used Jira on this job, I've used let's say Slack, I've used so anything, any kind of tool that you have used, you can utilize the space. Definitely put achievements. I've seen people not putting achievements, but I would say that this should be here. So also you can link those achievements with your honors and awards in next section that we are going to talk about. You can also, if you have done any projects, if there are any important project, you can talk about that. And for description of that particular project, you can use the projects section, which is also in your LinkedIn profile. So you can utilize that, but definitely link them. So utilize the space to tell people about the jobs that, about the work that you used to do at that job. So let's take some examples here as well. So this is from Prakhar's profile. There is no description. Okay. So it's not really good. So definitely put description. I mean, I can't talk much about that. Now talk about. So this is from Jeet's profile. He has put description, and he has put his shadow job as well, like virtual job. So HSBC was his client. He worked there as at on-site while working for Cinecron. So that means you, it's really good that you have put both, because you have definitely worked for HSBC. You have worked for HSBC's product. So this is definitely related. Put it in your main experience. And he has also explained that he has worked for HSBC as a vendor. So that's definitely helpful. Although the problem here is that he didn't mention any achievement. Like, you cannot work for a job without any achievement. Clearly, you must have done something, right? So it's good that he has posted his roles and responsibilities, but achievements are more important. Like, what did you do? How did you made your let's say made it beneficial for your company to have you, something like that. What did you do for your company or your product? What sort of products have you worked for? Although he has mentioned that he worked for journeys for credit cards and loan products, but a concrete example would be definitely good. Although I'm not sure whether as a bank they allow to show people, but still, if you are allowed, definitely put it there. Okay. Let's talk about skills and endorsement now. In the meantime, if you have any questions, definitely post it in the chat. We can talk about that as well. Um, so yeah, let's talk about skills and endorsement. So skills, you have you can put like 50 skills in your profile. So I would say use them all. Like put all the 50 skills in your profile. Add it. I mean, you should have those, all those skills. But I would say that any person who is in industry for, like, let's say 3 or 5 years, they must possess at least 50 skills. Like, there are skills like communication. I mean, everybody can put that. Like, you do communicate on your job. So even if you cannot find, if you are an engineer or a designer, you cannot find a concrete skill, try to put some virtual skills as well, some soft skills. But still, utilize this space. Don't waste it. And decide your top 3 skills. So why I'm saying that, because these top 3 skills shows up in your profile, unless people click on see more, but very few people do. And if you see people's profile, you can see that they receive endorsement for only for those top 3 skills, and in other skills people are like just 1 endorsement or 2 endorsement, like less than 10 endorsement they receive. So definitely focus on top 3 skills that you want to be advertised for, where you would want the most of the endorsement to go for. So definitely target that. In endorsement, so there is Target that you are endorsed by highly skilled people. What are they? I will talk about that. And also target that your colleagues endorse you. I mean, don't push them for this, but probably you can ask politely, and your colleagues will endorse you. Why I'm saying this is because it shows that your colleagues have endorsed you, because they have worked with you and they know you better. They know your work better. So it shows that you are appreciated by your colleagues. So definitely do that. And another thing is blind endorsement. Don't do that. Don't endorse every stranger, or like, if even if you don't know about that skill, don't endorse people, or even if they are your friend. I mean, for friend probably you can do that, but what happens is, this is definitely not related to the search rating part. But what happens is, when people talk to that person that you endorse, and they find out that they are not that good at that particular skill, it reduces your reputation. So I mean, I'm not saying that you should be very elite and you should filter your endorsement. Definitely endorse people that you think that they deserve endorsement. So definitely do that. And last part is LinkedIn assessment. So there is this short exams of 15 to 20 minutes that you can give for every skill, like most of the skills, not every skill. For most of the skill, you can give that exam, and you can get a nice little badge that says that you are verified for this skill or something like that. So definitely do that if it is available for your top three skills, or do that for at least for your top three skills. So let's take an example. This is from Jeet's profile. So definitely the skills are really good, and he is endorsed by his colleagues from HSBC. But the problem is that his top two skills are not endorsed by his colleagues. So that is definitely a problem. Numbers doesn't matter much unless you, I mean, two, three, four. It doesn't matter. The optimum number is somewhere around 10. That's enough. Like, that's more than enough. The more important part is that you are endorsed by your colleagues and highly skilled people. There are few people who have done the assessment of from LinkedIn, and they are considered as highly skilled because they have received a lot of endorsement for that particular skill. So probably he should target those people to endorse him for these skills. Okay. Um, this is who is this? Oh, that's my profile. So see, I have been endorsed by my colleagues as well as people who are highly skilled. So definitely you should target that all. And I have also passed Lignit assessment for this. I mean, it took just 10 minutes, and you can retry in like in a couple of months if you fail. So it definitely is not very difficult thing to do, but it's very useful to that. So definitely target that. Uh, Next is this is Om's profile. So he is endorsed by. So I can see that we have some mutual connection who has endorsed him, which is good. He is endorsed by highly skilled people on these skills, which is also really good. His colleagues have endorsed him, which is also good. The only problem is that he has not given any assessment exams. So probably this is something that he should talk about. Also, I've noticed this thing that his endorsement numbers are 47 for JavaScript and 10 for Angular, and then for React it's 6. But if you see his other skills, if you click on show more, I didn't put the screenshot here, but if you see his profile, the other skills have not received more than 4 endorsement. So that is again validate my theory that people don't click on show more and endorse you, because previously it used to be like you just have to click on this plus button and the endorsement is done. But then LinkedIn changed it because people have done a lot of blind endorsement. So they changed it, and now you have to tell the like how good they are. whatever you are endorsing them for example, if I want to endorse him for JavaScript, how good Om is in JavaScript. Are they good? Are they very good? Are they like excellent? And how do you know that Om is good at this? Have you worked with him? Have you heard about Om's skill from others? So people don't get time for this. So people don't do that. And then on top of that, they have to click on show more. Nobody's going to do that. So definitely target on your top 3 skills because they are really, really, really important. Okay. So this is about skills and endorsement. Let's talk about the next section. Again, if you have any question till now, you can ask in the chat. Okay, so next thing is recommendation. This is very important. Like this is not for let's say search rating, but this is for someone who viewed your profile, who is viewing your profile, and it shows that how good are you in what you say because. Recommendation is more important than endorsement because people write about you. They explain why you think they are why they are recommending you. So it's definitely important, and getting recommendations from your colleagues is really important. So and that's something you should target for. Probably target your ex colleagues first because your current if you ask your current colleagues, can you recommend me, they would be like, are you looking for jobs or something? So yeah, so target your ex colleagues, not your current colleagues. So yeah, and definitely so the second point is very important. It's not important to just receive recommendations. It's also important to give recommendations. Why it is important? Because people are going to look at their profile as well, whoever you are recommending, and then they read about your recommendation, and then they go to your profile. So if you uh, have LinkedIn Premium, they also show you how that person, like whoever is viewing your profile, reached your profile. So it's also a good point. So yeah, give recommendations. And a good way to ask for recommendation is to first recommend that person and then ask. So they will be more inclined to give you recommendations. Okay, next point is grammar. Definitely focus on that. Try to use tools like Grammarly before you give recommendations. And whenever you receive recommendations, run it through Grammarly, and whoever is recommending you, give them the better, improved version, and ask them whether they can give you recommendations in proper grammar. It's sometimes it's not really like very intuitive or not very polite. It doesn't sound polite when you tell people that, oh, thanks for recommending me, but your grammar is kind of off from perfect. So but still, I mean, if you are gonna have, it's better to be like try to be polite, as polite as possible. It's better to ask them to review it, because it's really bad to have bad grammar recommendations. Like it doesn't add any weight to their recommendation, and it's not worth it, definitely. So try to have better grammar. Relationship. So how they knew you, why they are recommending you. It's important because recommendations from friends doesn't matter much, because it's not gonna, like, the count is not important. What sort of recommendation you receive is important, because your recruiters are gonna look at that and they will be like, this person is just like friend of you, so they are not gonna look at that. On the other hand, if you have mentored someone and your mentee is giving you recommendation that you are a really good mentor, that means that it's very important for profiles, job profiles like managers, like lead profiles, where it's important that you mentor people. So just it's not just that people you have worked with, but target on what sort of skills that you want to show to the world. So something like that. So yeah, I don't have any examples of it. You can have a look at examples. It's just that important. It's important to just have recommendations. Okay. Um, we will try to talk about. I think it's last topic or something, or second last. I don't know. So let's talk about this. The next topic is accomplishments. So it have these things: projects, courses, honors and awards, languages. I think I'm missing at least one here, but I think it's not important. So projects. So as I said in the experience section, definitely link it with your job experience. Put description and definitely tag your team who has worked with you. So it shows that first you are a team player. Second, it shows in their profile as well. So yeah, again, you get cross reference from your people's profile, then people can visit your profile. So it always helps. In description, you can definitely talk about what problem this project was solving, what sort of technologies have you used in detail. Like you can, I'm not sure whether there are word limits here, but you can definitely put 1,000 word description if you want, if you can. Again, next is courses. So you should definitely have at least 4 or 5 courses there, like not more than that. If they are really good courses, definitely do that. Like just go to Coursera, they give you credentials, they give you the certificates for courses that you do. If you want to pay some amount to them, there are few websites which gives you certification for free. So definitely add that. And again, for the skills that you want to promote, honors and awards. If you have any awards, if you have like received anything, you can put it. It can range from a spot award to Nobel Prize. So put it here. Again, if you have received Nobel Prize, why are you in this webinar? But again, so you can target that. You can put everything you have. Any kind of honor that you received on your job, if you have done something and receive appreciation. In fact, if you have received client appreciation, you can put it here. Definitely, like nobody is stopping you from doing that. Languages, only put languages that you are good at. Like A1 level is just beginner level, that you can understand what they are saying. I have kind of some bad experience with that. I have put German here, but I'm a half level, if there is any level. So I was receiving emails in German for jobs. So that was definitely bad. I still haven't removed it, but probably I should remove it from my profile. Okay, let's take a look at examples. So this is from Jeet's profile. It's the count of project is really impressive. He has not put any course, which is not really good. Uh, Definitely, if he wants to improve it, definitely put some courses. He has definitely utilized this languages space. Uh, if you are applying for job outside India, it's people really like that you are bilingual, and then if you are trilingual, it's again it's added benefit. Honors and awards, definitely put it. So it's good that he put it. Um, this is from, I think, Om's profile. He has utilized this space to put projects, and I've actually I didn't post the screenshot of the details that he has put it in these projects, but it's really good. He has described the projects in very good details. He has tagged his team, which is also good. He has posted courses, which is also good. Again, honors and awards and being trilingual, it helps. Okay, so Any question till now? We are, I think, done with the passive growth hacking, the one-time thing. The do we have some time left? What do
Abhishek,
you
we have
say?
some questions in the chat window if you want to.
Oh, do we have some questions? Okay, sorry. Okay, we have question from Simran. A lot of people have been working on acquiring new skills in their time. How can they mention their new skills on the platform? So I would say that if you are, let's say, if even if you are beginner in that skill, put it there. If you if you are good at better skills, like for example, how do I put it? For example, if you are good at, let's say, Jira, and you have just started learning about Trello, I'm taking random examples. So you have started learning about Trello, and if you have space in your skills, like you have not reached your skill limit of 50, then definitely put Trello. But if there is no space, then definitely the priority should be Jira because you are better at it than Trello, which you have just started learning. So, or for programmers, it's like if you are good at something, like how good you are, put it as top as possible. Like if you are good at, let's say, Java, and you are better at Java than Python, then put Java at top and Python at bottom or something like that. And but don't put something like if you have just written hello world in, let's say, Rust, uh, don't put it in your skills because you can't program in Rust just yet. So beginner level experience is good. If you are learning, if you are actively learning, and even better, if you are doing some course, post about it, like blog about it, or uh, if you have done some certification, post it in your feature tab or in your courses tab. So this is how you can utilize it. Uh, I hope that answers the question. So yeah, I think we are out of time. So I will probably talk about this in some like the active growth hacking, which is the next topic in some other session. So yeah,
Maybe we
thanks
can
for
take
your time.
one or
Let me
two more questions if there are any.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. If anyone else have any question, uh, thanks for this. Okay, so let me just talk about few things. When is the next session? I'm not sure. I think next sessions are full already. There are people who are gonna
Yeah,
take
so
next couple of sessions.
we
So
have
yeah,
lined up. I think for the next month, we have lined up a calendar. We will post that onto the various social media platforms that I've already shared. We have people speaking on mental health. We have people speaking on event sourcing. Next session is going to be on personal finance. So, and then there's going to be a session on yoga per se. So, we're trying to make a mix of it. We will publish it onto the social media platforms that are there. I think, Abhishek, you are in demand. What you can also do is that Abhishek is in our mentoring group, so you can go and maybe book some one-on-one time with him also. So
Mhm.
that's also an option. So there is our plug there. Happy to help mentoring. Go in there. It is free of cost. Abhishek doesn't get any billing out of it. So go and book an hour or so with him, and you could do that there. But if there is, I think a section is missed, so we will probably schedule something again anyway, maybe in August. But in the meantime, if you need a job urgently, I think maybe you can schedule a session with Abhishek there.
Yeah.
I will pass
So
this on to Om so that he can just quickly talk you through this platform and how to engage with this.
yeah, just a minute. So I will just talk about this one thing. If you are interested in discussing something related to technical technologies, so we have this Slack channel. Probably you should consider joining that. It's called Locket. I've added a link to request invite. You can definitely go for mentoring. And if you want to contact me, I have also included the links so that you can definitely contact me. You can book a mentoring session with me. And lastly, the credits for the design, the background design is done by Navjeet. Thanks for Om for organizing, and Atul definitely for organizing it as well. And that's all. That's all, folks.
Uh, Thanks, Abhishek.
Thanks.
Like I said, the link for the feedback is in the chat, so we would appreciate if you guys can do that. It's a very small questionnaire. It helps us kind of pick up topics. And over to you, Om, so you can just maybe quickly run us through the platform question.
Yeah, thanks, Atul. So I'm just sharing my screen. Give me a moment. Uh, is it visible now, Atul? The screen?
Not yet. Yeah,
It's
now.
coming up. Yeah, it's now.
Yeah, so everyone, so basically, you can go through this site and figure out the rest of the stuff, whatever Atul explained. But I just wanted to quickly show how you can talk to Abhishek. So you can just come to the mentor section, find Abhishek here, and just click on this. We are using Calendly to schedule our one-on-one, and basically you would get the his calendar, I mean when he is available, so you could see the dates here, and whenever you are also available you can just choose any of the date, and you can choose the time, whatever is kind of convenient, and you can just help us with certain detail that what you want to talk about, like so that Abhishek can prepare for that one-on-one session accordingly, and just help us with your LinkedIn profile so that mentor can visit the profile and get to know about you. So yeah, that is what I wanted to tell you guys, that apart from this webinar which we are conducting every Sunday 8 to 9 p.m. IST, you can also go and schedule one-on-one with our mentors and you can talk to them freely. So yeah, I mean that is what I wanted to cover. Over to you, Atul.
Yeah, I think that's about it. I think we're already over time. So please try and share feedback. And also, if you're watching us on YouTube, we are going to put this up on YouTube. So please do share and subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube right now. Thanks, Abhishek. Thanks, Om. Thanks
Yeah,
everybody for
thank you
joining.
all for joining. Yeah, thank you.
Bye bye.